Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 5th episode of Akiba Maid Sensou. Now, last episode was quite fun, but one thing I do have to let you know before we jump into it though, is that I am trying something a little bit different with the show going forward because of the flash forwards that the show tends to do. I'm going to start this episode after the opening, like 1 minute and 42 seconds to be exact. Because, I mean, if I'm going to skip the first little bit, I might as well just skip the opening in its entirety, right? Unless it's going to be different, which openings usually aren't. They're usually the same every time, except for those super creative shows, right? So, yeah, I'm going to be starting the episode at 1 minute 42 seconds. So, if you're trying to sync up with me, you might want to adjust yourself to match that, okay? So, yeah, with all that out of the way, let's just jump into the episode and see what insanity happens today. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, a 36th birthday celebration. Who was singing? Also, they're making flowers. Okay, she was singing. Yeah, why are we making these? Damn. That's gonna take a while. Only. This seems to always be a fight to keep this cafe running. It's always chicken, let's be honest with ourselves. You can add just to it as much as you want, but it doesn't make it sound any less. So that's today's strategy to make money. Yes, our best friend. It's a sad life. The look of pity is real. You could try serving topless. And worse for gacha games, you know. Kafka Big Bang sounds pretty interesting, actually. Okay, I didn't really think about that. That'd be cool to get some kind of collab going. What animal would go great with a pig, I wonder? Nobody. Oh, well, okay. Congrats. Why wouldn't she? Use your hands instead of money as a great line. I mean, I don't know what you're expecting when you have no money. Here's something outside. Yeah. Busy times. I got as far as busy times. Okay, coin magic. Solo Shiritori? How does that work? I guess it could technically work, but... Wish I could have read more of the list. I'll go back later. A little bit jumpy. A cake could be nice. Was it that funny? Oh, good. I mean, that's a little bit mean. Not to brag or anything. Wow. Went full Ojo-sama there. It's pretty harsh. And Ranko's cool. Freaking Tensho. Man, poor Ranko. Not feeling the love at all. Penguin, Panda, can you help me at least? The cat's reacting at the door too, so clearly something's going on right there. Happy birthday. Yeah. Oh, she's actually putting up decorations. It's a nice dragon. Okay. Reservations is currently empty. Or yeah, are we gonna look into that? The maid sheep, okay. Watame, is she here? Oh. I like how it's, yeah, it looks like the font's like wool. That's a nice touch. I love the effort they all put into it. Nice horns. I like her uniform too. Very nicely designed. As expected of this show. Because you'd expect a sheep cafe to have a really comfy feel to it. And I kind of do feel that right now. A lot of balloons. At 6 p.m., I think, in American time. Really? Fuarin. Kahoruko. But yeah, congrats, I guess. Like 30 something. Basically ancient. It's not been a very happy birthday for Ranko so far. Probably a good idea. Play's not as comfy as I was hoping it was. I feel like we haven't seen the last of that girl. That camera kind of lingered on her. Yeah, it's great to see these two have, gotten so close. That might end up happening. I'm surprised you can see that name with a straight face. Get a Ronco flashback. Naturally. Yeah, she looks so much younger there. Except when it's time to defend your cafe or get revenge. Okay. What was that? Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I didn't think they just straight up go after us on the way back. Jeez. I thought maybe they'd show up at the cafe later. But jeez. Yeah, let's go. No shooting this time, just brawling. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, a little bit of shooting. I spoke too soon. I can really feel the impact of these blows. She's, yeah, using her as a hostage. I knew it. Well, sorry for having a birthday. Don't food out eating me while threatening to kill the protagonist. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Stepped on it too. Hey, Panda, please help us. I don't know why I keep almost calling him Penguin. Are we in a giant bathtub? I don't feel very happy. Is she gonna toss the animal in there? Is that what you're butthurt about? You can't just kill everyone that has the same birthday as you. That's very unreasonable. This girl's kind of insane. Well, I don't think this is a good birthday. Is that blood or... There's no way that's all blood. That's... You know how many bodies that would take to reduce that much? So please don't kill me, at least. She really did throw it in there. That is so messed up. Just got a murdered animal on top of everything else. Yeah, you can only stay so calm in this situation. In a literal bloodbath with a sheep and your friend. Oh, that's not much better. I mean, you're still gonna drown to death. That's not much better. Wow. And it's a nice cake, though. I hope Bronco gets to eat some of it. So they do care a little bit. Oh, wow, okay. Okay. Yeah, that was all that. And that's a great development. I was hoping they weren't just that mean to her. I still think they overdid it a little bit, but... Yeah, meanwhile, they're still trying not to die. That's kind of where my mind is currently. Sheep, do you know a way out of here? I'm sure we'll get out of this somehow. Just swimming. That's really not your fault. Like, you couldn't control when you were born. Really shouldn't be ashamed of your birthday. So that's where she was. I could go for a donut right about now. Yeah, finally have a birthday with friends and stuff. Not your fault either. Like, yeah, Ronko was clearly excited for it, putting up decorations and stuff. I hope so. I mean, they're busy with the party stuff, but... You can't replace her like that. But yeah, I guess that was her Ronko impression. That would be a travesty. But yeah, it's so weird. It's the intention of trying to be a maid. They never give me enough time to read these. I know I'm not a fast reader, but... Yeah, screw Kaoruka. She's no angel. It's made of wood. Can't we just, like, smash it? I mean, Ronko's pretty strong, isn't she? It's the sheep on top. What are they expecting the sheep to do? Or is the sheep just jumping there on his own because he doesn't want to die? Because I don't understand that. Oh, drink. I don't think you can fit it. I don't think that's going to be that's a very short-term solution. Please get off my head. Start drinking, girl. Drink like your life depends on it. Screw your birthday. Oh, okay, they showed up. Gotcha. Time to help. You're the comrades of the person you're trying to kill. She's obsessed with the cake. Yeah. A lot's been sacrificed and dedicated to this day. We're not gonna let you ruin it. You mess with a pig, you get the horns. Is she in heaven? That's not good. I mean, it's better than the alternative, but... I'd prefer her to be alive, is what I mean. Yeah, let's smash through. Man, they really came through. It was a very close call. On the bright, at least you're dyed red by not blood this time. It's hard to tell, really. Okay, we just killed them all, it looks like. Yeah, it's really hard to tell what's blood and what's not. One of them alive still? Of course. You started it. Someone to finish her off. Yeah, tell her. Well, shave off your wool, then you won't be worth as much. Yeah, I was waiting for it. Somebody was gonna do it. But was it? Oh, no, it was Yumichi, okay. For a second I thought, it would have been something if it was Nagome, but... Oh, not too picky as long as she got shot. That's the important thing. Happy Death Day to you. Did you actually contribute at all, Mr. Panda? I don't see any tomato juice or blood on you. Is there gonna be like surprise pop-ups, you know? Oh, song. Okay. To you. We do have some of those. Okay, poppers. I mean, she's more emotional, than Ronco. Did somebody eat some of the cake? I see some on her face. You can't lie your way to this. Freaking, yeah, you see the opening right there. Freaking Tensho. Gonna break the boss. Okay. In a new red outfit. Oh, nicely animated too. Is this gonna be like the ED? Even got the 1/5 eaten cake over there. I made a beak. It's quite the song. I'm not gonna ask. Good idea. Got the money, that's the important thing. So yeah, I guess a panda did contribute. Yeah, that's what I figured. We did do that. Oh my god. For a 36-year-old maid, she is pretty cute. Even the ones that weren't even on stage, their dancing was actually, it was, limited, but it was still quite nice. Quite decently animated. But yeah, okay. Okay, that was the 5th episode of Akiba Maid Sensou. And yeah, another fun episode. I assume the beginning... Okay, the beginning part that I skipped was them being thrown into the blood-filled bowl thing. Okay. Yeah, I definitely would not have want to have seen that beforehand. Yeah, I don't know why they put the spoilers there, so yeah, definitely glad I skipped it. But anyway, yeah, this episode, the focus was on Ronco and her birthday, which is, your coworker, your friend has a birthday, you want to celebrate it, right? Ronco, of course, is a pretty stoic, not very emotionally expressive character, right? But she still wants to have a fun birthday with her friends all the same. Like, that doesn't change at all, so... Naogami, who's like her best friend, definitely wants to make that happen, right? But we do have a bit of a struggle with the finances, for sure. That is the big struggle. There are certain parts where I wanted to read more of the text. Wonder if I can find them. I know there's one thing that she has here. Some cute little pigs live in this brick house we call Oinky Doink Cafe. In order to become the finest Iberico pork, our little piggies eagerly await all you masters and mistresses. Out of context, that would sound like quite the thing. But yeah, her new best friend, her out of work friend. I don't know what you'd call it exactly, but yeah, she gave the idea for the collab, which wasn't a bad idea. At least I didn't think so. But when you're like Yakuza maid cafes, it's sometimes run by insane people. I guess problems can certainly arise. But yeah, well, the one big thing we had was the fact that one more thing to read here. Ronco Manen's birthday celebration. In what we realize are busy times, we nonetheless invite you to find the time and join us for this occasion. Doors open May 9th at 1800, Oinky Doink Cafe. Okay, so nothing too much there. This is what I mainly wanted to read right here. Coin magic, animal impressions, solo shiritori, that's as far as I got last time. Voice delay, ventriloquism, card magic, American duck. What? Impression, okay. Drink juice from a cup with no hands. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Impressions, juggling, groveling, hot towel, tablecloth. There's no way I could have read this in time. Tablecloth pull. That's like the, when you try to keep the dishes on top, I think, that thing. Air chair squat. Humiliating belly dance. I would have liked to have seen that too. Magic tricks, regurgitation trick. I'm 50-50 on whether or not I would want to watch that. The human dance, as opposed to what? Loach scooping dance, nankin tamasudare. I got no idea what that is. Hanafuda fishing, Hanafuda ropiken, Hanafuda oichokabu. Sick. I feel like we stopped being English a while ago. Sikbo chohan. Jesus Christ. Chin norin choboichi. Anyway, so I guess I was wondering what it was. That was a part where, Nagami took it as like chin, something lewd. I think that's the part, because I was wondering what that was about. I guess it's that part there. Not sure what that's even referring to though. Tehon biki tabu skit bonodori dance. Yeah, that's quite the list. Okay, I didn't understand half of it, but yeah, it sounds like a fun party. But anyway, so yeah, I kind of forgot what I was talking about now. That was such a long list of stuff. But yeah, we had the thing where Nagami was trying to talk to the gang, try to get things figured out about the party. And I want to go back to the beginning of that real quick. Because yeah, as we walk in on them, they're clearly talking about something. And they were very jumpy. So my first thought was the fact that they were talking about the birthday party stuff, and they thought maybe that was Ronko about to walk in on it, and they're trying to do a surprise party. That was the first thing I thought, but I doubted myself because of just how harsh they were towards her. Like in the end, they revealed it was just that it was an act, but like I definitely did not think that possibility in the moment. Like they were really just going to town on her there. Like even the big laugh and everything. Like I was fooled. They said something about her having bad acting, but I was fooled. Well, maybe that says more about me than them, but it was a fun little bit there. Now that I know the full context of it, I always enjoyed Tin shows I don't know what you call it. Jew hand rubbing is what I kind of know it as. I don't know if there's like a proper term for it, but Tencho does it well, is all I'm saying. And then we got the Ronko putting up the decorations and whatnot. And then we went to the Sheep Maid Cafe. I was hopeful, like it seemed like a fun place. I was thinking to myself, if any animal would be nice, it would be the sheep, right? Because when I think about cute girl sheep, I think of Watame, the Hololive VTuber. That's what comes to mind. So I was thinking it could be a fun, comfy atmosphere. Like I know the bunny rabbit place was none of the sort, but I thought, not all the places should be like that. Like surely some of the Creatureland places are more friendly. Like I know the show is Yakuza made kind of thing, but like the Oinky Doink Cafe is part of it, and they're fairly nice, comparatively. So I thought maybe the sheep places were nice, especially because we went there in hopes for some kind of fun collaboration sort of thing, not picking a fight like we did with the rabbit place, So I was hopeful, but the longer it went on, the more you kind of saw the behind the mask of what's her name, Kaoruka, I think her name was, right? So yeah, the more we saw that, the more we started to get some snide remarks and stuff from her, and yeah, I didn't think I commented on it when I started to realize it, but yeah, she definitely was not pleasant as she was presenting herself to be, which again is nothing new for the show really, but like I was hopeful. My hopes were dashed. That's all it comes down to. But yeah, because what I was expecting after that was that they would go back there and they would show up, right? Maybe picking a fight. I didn't think they would not even let them get home. Like in hindsight, I guess that makes sense. You don't want to let them regroup with their comrades and stuff, attack them while they're alone. I guess it makes sense, but I wasn't expecting it. That's all I'm saying. We did get a little bit of a flashback for Ronko, which is cool to see. But yeah, unlike the Oinky Doinky Cafe gang, when they were being harsh to Ronko, they meant it. So screw them for sure. And it all worked out because they're all dead. So I guess we can forgive them on that basis. But I did comment before about the panda not doing a lot, but I guess she really did a lot. Like I think she even noticed the initial kidnapping, and she did bring the money from them, so she definitely did some stuff. Like, the panda's always kind of behind the scenes. Like, also, I think was one of the explosion with the one gambling place, I think was how that was. But and I just want to see the panda brawl with people, I guess is what I'm saying. I want to see the panda punch people, whip out a gun. I don't know. But yeah, they got thrown inside the bloodbath, which is actually the tomato bath, and they threw a sheep in there too, just, I guess, to keep the theme going, right? So they know that it was a sheep kill. The sheep group killed them. That was the idea, I suppose. But luckily they got through it. I was expecting, like some, like Ronko to break the ropes and maybe like smash through it with their, hulking gorilla strength. That was kind of what I was expecting. But no, we actually got the Karma Heads to help out, which was great to see. And before we even got to any of that, we got to see the cake and all that, and get to see that they truly do care, about Ronko. They're doing everything they can to make her have a happy birthday, which was great to see. And then we got the rescue, which was also great. Getting to see all those evil sheep die. Funnily enough, I recently played a game called Cult of the Lamb, right? So that was also kind of in the back of my head as I was watching this too. So I guess in that sense, sheep can sometimes be evil, whenever they make an evil cult and all that. But yeah, I'm glad everything worked out. I'm glad Ronko ended up having a happy birthday. I did like the brief relief from Nagami when she realized it wasn't actually blood, and then realized, what am I relieved for? I'm still gonna drown to death. This doesn't make anything better. Like, it might be slightly less gross or morbid in a sense, but the end result's not much different at all. So yeah, I'm glad everyone's okay, and I'm glad Kaoruka died on her birthday. So yeah, screw her, as I said. And we got back. We had a birthday party celebration. We had cake, which Tencho ate some of. I don't know why I'm even surprised. Tencho being Tencho. But Ronko even got to go on stage and do a performance, which was pretty great, I do love how even everyone that wasn't even on stage still had like a little bit of participation, like a little bit of a dance, a little bit of music, like shaking their tambourines and stuff. Like, that as well looked really good animation-wise. So, and Tencho got money. That's the important thing for Tencho. We slaughtered the sheep cafe, took the spoils of war, and now we live to fight another day, while having Ronko have a fun birthday party, and everyone's alive. It's great. So yeah, I enjoyed this episode, and I think I will continue doing skipping the beginning part like I did this episode, because I know that if I did not skip that, that would have negatively impacted my enjoyment of the episode. So hopefully nobody has too much of a problem with me doing that. And hopefully people remember that I do that so they can properly be synced up. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.